Where does Eddie Hearn go next? Let's get into it. Hello, welcome to I'm Edson. I hope you're all well. If you like what I do here, don't forget to like and share the video, subscribe to the channel and hit the notifications bell for all future videos. So, Eddie Hearn, the boxing promoter, where does he go next? Has he lost face that now he's on the, well, he's at the behest of Queensberry and Frank Warren? Now, obviously, I'm talking about the December 23rd fight card in Saudi Arabia. And Eddie Hearn and his three fighters have been invited to join the party. Nay, possibly ordered by the Saudis to come and join the party. Bring three fighters. I don't think Anthony Joshua is that impressed by it. But hey, this is where we're at. For Eddie Hearn's point of view, he's saying, well, look, we can't miss out on this opportunity. And we kind of have to eat a bit of humble pie here. But where does this leave Eddie Hearn in the kind of head-to-heads against Frank Warren? And let's face it, over the last couple of years, possibly a little bit longer, there's been growing intensity between their rivalry, between their little spats, between their digs at each other. And they're both utilizing social media a lot more, YouTube channels, boxing YouTube channels, doing a lot of interviews and trying to spell out narratives and give out little sound bites here and there against each other. Now, obviously, they've both had their troubles over the last year or two. You've got Eddie Hearn with the Conor Benn issue, of course. You've got Frank Warren with Tyson Fury, trying to manage him and what he comes out with. But they do business with each other. Well, possibly Eddie Hearn does more business with George Warren as opposed to directly with Frank Warren. And obviously at this latest press conference, this was the first time that they'd actually ever met and actually spoken to each other. But they have had fighters go up against each other. It's obviously just the big fights that they haven't been able to get together. And possibly, is this about ego? Is this about their own position within the promotion game? Yeah, I'm sure it is. I'm sure there's a lot of this going on. But let's just focus on Eddie Hearn here. Where does he go with this? Is he always going to be cap in hand to Frank Warren? Has he kind of lost the war here? Or has he just submitted in defeat in this latest battle? But he's going to come back again, regroup with some different tactics and come full steam against Frank Warren and Queensberry in the future. Well, whilst the Saudi money is in play and whilst they're eager to get boxing matches in Saudi Arabia, I've got a feeling we're going to be continuing where we're at now. I think Frank Warren's going to be ahead of the table. I think Eddie Hearn's going to be a close second with Anthony Joshua as his prime fighter as well. They're going to be looking at AJ and Wilder in March and possibly as a rematch in October. So for Eddie Hearn, he said, no, I'm front and center. I'm right at the table here. But we know the door has been opened to Eddie Hearn by Frank Warren in this latest incarnation of the boxing from Saudi Arabia. Of course, we know that Eddie Hearn and AJ went to Saudi Arabia first, but that was with another arm of the Saudi Arabian government and kingdom. So in this regard, Eddie Hearn was there first in Saudi Arabia, but now really Frank Warren has taken over in this current drive for boxing excellence, boxing hype from Saudi Arabia. They've got all the money, they want all the players in play, and the two biggest players from Europe is certainly Frank Warren and Eddie Hearn. They said, we want you there and we're going to pay you this much money to ignore everything that's gone on before to make sure you attend. From that point of view, I'm happy this has happened. But of the future, well, let's just see what happens. Obviously, Eddie Hearn is still going to put on his boxing promotions, as is Frank Warren. They're both going to do excellent jobs or not very good jobs, depending on which way you look at these things. But what of the future? But what of putting on boxing cards between these two promoters and fighters within their camps? Will it only be possible with Saudi money, or will we see these cards come together in the UK, for example? There's lots of scope for these two to finally bury the hatchet. But right now, it does appear that Eddie Hearn has kind of lost a little bit of face here. Lost a bit of the power. Lost a bit of the struggle. I think he's lost this battle. I don't think he's yet lost the war. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Is Frank Warren riding high on the crest of a wave? And is Eddie Hearn drowning in his wake? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you like what I do here, don't forget to like and share the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notifications bell for all future videos, and I'll catch you again on another video coming very soon. Bye now.